I've got in my hands a Cobra DarkSpeed X. What difference does it make if I have the 12 gram weight at the back and the 12 gram weight at the front? I'm going to start off with the 12 gram weight in the back. Now in theory this is a more forgiving place to put the weight, and that's because if I have the weight at the front and I hit the ball off centre, I'm going to hit the ball off the toe and the heel and it's going to spin around that spot. This is the theory. If I put the weight at the back and hit it off the toe and the heel, it doesn't spin around that spot. But then we do see benefits in this weight being at the front if you hit the ball in the centre more, of bringing the launch down and the spin down. So how much do we get from that change? Now, I have just recorded another video, so I am quite warmed up. Let's get a green up there. I'm just going to hit some test shots from here with the weight in the back. I've got this driver on the lowest loft setting because I noticed on the standard loft setting I was getting a little bit too much spin. So that's helped me bring it down just a little bit, but we'll play around with the weight and see what it does. It feels nice and solid off the face, and I've always found that with Cobra, to be fair. I've always found that you can get a little bit off center and it does kind of like keep going through the ball. You don't feel too much distortion. Nice low pitch noise. The shaft I have in this driver is the Hazardous Gen 4 6.0 stiff shaft in 60 grams. So I had a customer who bought this club and he got it delivered here, so his wife couldn't see that he's bought a new driver, and he's kindly let me hit it for a few videos. So thank you, Mr. X. That was a little bit off the heel. Again, that weight being in the back on an off-center strike should just help it maintain flight a bit more. Now I'm not going absolutely flat out, but I'm trying to produce the same sort of pattern into the ball. Some could say a bit more robotic. When I swing slower, I do tend to get a bit more draw like that. But let's get the weight into the front. Does it change the launch angle? Does it change the spin rate? 12 in the front, 3 in the back. Let's see what this forward weight does with this driver. Feels different. Somehow feels a bit more solid, more meaty. And I didn't expect that. Yeah. Oh, that was horrible off the heel. That's bad enough to need to delete. Rushed it just a little bit. There we are. So if I take that one shot out, this should give me 5 shots with each weight setting. Same sort of grouping between all of them. Ooh. Ooh, first thing I'm looking at here is peak height. The highest point the ball reaches, 99 with the weight at the back, 80 with the weight at the front. There's a couple of 60s there that have just brought it down. And a thing to note here is that my swing speed, independent of the club, has been very consistent. 111.2 against 111.1, so my speed has not changed. The efficiency with the weight at the front was 1.45 against 1.43. So with the weight at the front, I'm getting more meat through the ball. I'm getting more mass going through that golf ball. When the weight's at the back, it might just be shaking a little bit and not quite projecting as well. My in to out was 6.8 against 6.4, very much similar. 5.6 up and 5.6 up. So I'm doing the same speed. I'm hitting up on it the same amount. I'm going in to out a very similar amount as well, which is good when we're isolating one change in the club. Oh, dispersion rings. Right. Cobra, weight in the front, tighter dispersion ring. Weight in the back, bigger dispersion ring. Interesting, because I thought that should be the other way around. Ball speed, that little bit more, just because of that efficiency off the face, is going faster. Again, my speed didn't change, but the ball speed has just snuck up a little bit. So I think get that weight in the front. The launch angle is down. The spin rate is down. The carry is also down, possibly because the launch is a little bit too low. I normally would like to launch it at 15 degrees or so and spin it at 1800. So I'm getting slightly higher launch, but it's below 2000 spin wise, so we're getting more distance out of that back weight in this scenario. Although what I would like to do is use that front weight to get this benefit, get my launch up with my technique to then get more out of the ball flight. But I'm definitely getting lower and lower with the weight change in the head. It's changed more than I thought it would. Again, same sort of like variance in carry, same sort of like variance in carry. It's slightly shorter, it's slightly closer. I can get more distance out of this just by launching it a little bit higher. But I'll definitely take those speed and dispersion benefits from that forward weight, and then I just need to make some adjustments to get a little bit more out of it. I do hope that was helpful. If you're hitting the ball too high, get the weight in the front. If you want a bit more forgiveness, stick it in the back, but maybe try it in the front because actually it's not that much less forgiving. And I'll see you on the next video.